So I finally got my hands on the Browning sphere. So it's a 0 GPT plus, because there is a couple of Browning sphere poles in the range. Fishing 16 meters down the edge, fishing meat, catching some decent carp and F1s. So definitely going to be a proper test of strength. So just in case you're interested, just fishing 0.18 straight through to a 0.4 gram float and a 16 hook. So not like stupidly strong. The water's still quite clear. We had quite a strong frost this morning, so I don't think no need to use stupidly heavy gear. So your fish probably maybe, I don't know, £7 maybe? So I'm using one of the sphere multi-kits. So you got like two options. You can either drill the pole here or drill it further down, and Gareth's decided to drill it further down to give more elastic in the pole. Yep, don't want to drop it, don't want to hurt it. So there we go, happy days. So gently put him back. So I was a little bit dubious fishing quite strong gear with these multi-kits, but it's been proven wrong that they are much stronger. I think I'd sooner maybe play the fish on the shorter part rather than been longer. I thought there might be a weak link here, but by looks of things there isn't. And Gary, who owns a pole, and had no problems with it, and he's non-biased. He's not sponsored by Browning in any shape, form, in any way, shape or form. That's better English. Well, that didn't take very long. You can tell we're pleasure fishing. So the pole is very stiff, as you'd expect, but compared to like the Preston, when you're playing fish, it doesn't bend nowhere near as much as, say, what this Browning has. And same as like my Garbo Limno pole, the UK one, that bends quite a bit when you're playing fish. I struggle to get my hands around this one. So great big, fat, like me, F1. Just gently put him back. So just fishing 6mm bits of meat. Just trying to be clever and try and double it. So I'm hooking a little bit. Hooking one, pushing up the shank, and then just hooking the one at the base of the hook. And then just filling a small little toss pot up with meat. So we've got the Preston Jura elastic, the white stuff, the 2mm. So the pole feels solid throughout, lovely finish. The reinforcements at the end of the pole are quite small compared to some of the other poles like my Garbo and even my Zeiton range. The reinforcements at the bottom of the pole are a bit longer, whereas these are very short. So I definitely would recommend getting some nose cones for it to protect it. So I use the Pole Protect. There's a link up there. But we do them, so there's lots of different manufacturers out there. Oh, how did I miss that? So I believe the pole is £4,000. Some places you may be able to get it slightly cheaper, but you'll be definitely looking, I'd imagine, at a minimum of £3,500 to get the pole. The package is here, so there's the list of all the items you get with it. Cool, I don't have pull hard. So this fish has got to be knocking on £8, I would have thought. It's a little bit of a bruiser. So you just tap some meat in, and then just going to hold that rig up and just lower it down. So I've probably been using the pole for about half an hour, and we've had carp to close to £10, so we'll call them 8, so we're not exaggerating or lying. And then we've had big F1s, and to be honest, we've lost count how many carp we've had on it. So it must be said, the fish in Hillview don't have to fight hard, and they are a lot of chunky fish. Even though the lakes are small, fair play, the fish are a fighting fit, which shows they're very healthy, and they're quite large, some of them. So I'm going to stay still. If he's too lively, I'll put him back. Yeah, I think I'll put him back. So there's the pole. It's 16 metres. So I wouldn't recommend holding a pole like this, but as you can see, it is very stiff. And if we come back 14.5 metres, incredibly stiff, and 13, pretty much like all poles. Wow, to be honest with you, that'd be effortless. So as you can see, that there's hardly any bounce on it. So it's hit them quick bites. So each section has got reinforcements at the bottom for, so your 8 to your number 4, and then obviously your 9, 10 and 11 much thicker. So the sphere multi-kit, the top 2, you could got a reinforcement there whereby you could use a shorter piece of elastic, which is so long, or you've got the short number 3 and you can put it in there. So it gives you a bit of flexibility how much elastic you want to put in your top kits. So the multi-kits are a little bit different to the Browning Z14 or Z16. So the multi-kits for the Z16 has got like a B2 kit, and this section here is actually parallel, whereas on the sphere they're not. So these are a thinner diameter. So if you still got these will fit perfectly straight onto your number 4 section of the sphere pole.